When you begin learning English, one of the most important things you need to understand is how to use simple helping verbs correctly. Today, I want to walk with you gently, patiently, and confidently through three very powerful words: has, have, and had. These are small words, but they carry a big responsibility in your sentences. And if you truly understand them, your English will immediately start sounding more natural, more fluent, and more confident. As Muniba Mazari would say in her calm and powerful voice, learning is not about perfection, it is about progress. So do not rush. Stay with me. Feel every sentence. Repeat it in your heart. Let's start with something very simple. When we say have, has, or had, we are usually talking about possession, experience, or actions connected to time. Now listen carefully. Have and has belong to the present. Had belongs to the past. Let me make it even easier for you. We use have with I, you, we, and they. We use has with he, she, and it. We use had with everyone, but only when we are talking about the past. Now don't try to memorize this like a rule. Instead, feel it through examples. I have a book. You have a pen, we have a dream, they have a car. Now, notice how natural that sounds. Now, change the subject. He has a book, she has a pen, it has a color. Can you feel the difference? When the subject becomes singular, like he or she, we shift from have to has. Now, let's step into the past. I had a book, you had a pen, he had a car, they had a house. Did you notice something beautiful? Had does not change. It stays the same for everyone. This makes your life easier. Now let's go deeper, because learning English is not just about knowing rules. It is about living the language. Imagine your daily life. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. She has breakfast at 8 a.m. Simple, right? Now yesterday I had breakfast at 8 a.m. She had breakfast at 8 a.m. Now you are speaking about time, present, and past. Let's build confidence with small sentences, because small sentences create big clarity. I have a friend, I have time, I have work, I have hope, he has a job, she has a smile, he has courage, she has patience. Now in the past, I had a problem. She had a dream, he had a chance, they had a plan. When you repeat these sentences slowly, something powerful happens. Your brain starts recognizing patterns. And once you recognize patterns, speaking becomes easier. Now let's talk about experiences. I have seen this movie. She has visited Lahore. They have completed their work. These sentences are not just about now. They are about life experience. When you say I have seen, it means at some point in your life you saw it. The exact time is not important. Now go to the past. I had seen that movie before you told me. She had finished her work before the meeting started. Here, had shows that one action happened before another action in the past. Don't worry if this feels heavy. Let it sink slowly. Now, I want you to imagine a simple conversation in your daily life. I have a question. Do you have time? She has an idea. We have a meeting today. Now shift it to yesterday. I had a question. Did you have time? She had an idea. We had a meeting yesterday. See how beautifully it flows? Now, let's build your speaking confidence. Say these sentences out loud. I have a mobile phone. I have a family. I have a goal. He has a bike. She has a beautiful voice. It has a strong smell. Now past. I had a mobile phone. I had a good day. I had a chance to speak. He had a problem. She had a test. They had a party. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. Now let's go a little deeper into feelings and emotions. I have happiness in my life. She has confidence. He has fear. They have hope. Now the past. I had fear before speaking. She had doubt in her mind. He had pain in his heart. These sentences are not just grammar, they are life. Now listen carefully. Many learners make a mistake here. They mix has and have. They say, he have a car. But the correct sentence is, he has a car. So always remember, he, she, it has. Now let's practice more. I have a plan. You have a chance. We have a future. They have energy. He has a plan. She has a chance. It has a purpose. Now the past version, I had a plan. You had a chance. We had a future. They had energy. Everything becomes had. Now let's talk about questions. Do you have a pen? Do they have time? Does he have a car? Does she have a phone? Notice something. When we use does, we go back to have, not does he has. Correct. Does he have? Now past questions. Did you have a good day? Did she have a meeting? Did they have food? Everything becomes did and have. Now I want you to feel confidence building inside you. Let's create short daily use sentences. I have work. I have money. I have time. I have a problem. She has work. He has money. She has time. He has a problem. Now, yesterday, I had work, I had money, I had time, I had a problem. See how simple English can be? Now, let's bring some real life expressions. I have finished my homework. She has completed her task. They have arrived. These are very common in daily English. Now, past perfect. I had finished my homework before dinner. She had completed her task before leaving. Now, don't try to master everything in one day. Remember what Muniba Mazari teaches us. Growth takes time and patience is your greatest strength. Now, I want to give you a powerful exercise. Look around you and make sentences. I have a chair, I have a table, I have a book. Now talk about someone else. He has a laptop. She has a bag. Now think about yesterday. I had tea in the morning. I had a conversation with my friend. I had a good experience. This is how you build fluency. Not by memorizing long rules, but by repeating small, meaningful sentences. Now let's go into speaking practice. Repeat after me in your mind. I have a dream. She has a dream. They have dreams. I had a dream yesterday. Again, I have confidence. She has confidence. We have confidence. I had confidence during my exam. Now, something very important. These words are not just grammar tools. They help you express your life. When you say, I have a dream, you are not just speaking English, you are expressing your purpose. When you say, I had a hard day, you are sharing your story. Language is emotion. Language is connection. So don't be of mistakes. Even if you say he have a car, it's okay. You are learning. Slowly correct it. He has a car. That is growth. Now let's build a small story. I have a friend. He has a kind heart. We have a strong bond. Yesterday we had a long conversation. He had a problem and I had time to listen. See? You just created a story using have, has, and had. Now, one last powerful practice. Speak about your life. I have a family. I have responsibilities. I have goals. My father has wisdom. My mother has love. My friend has support. Yesterday, I had challenges. I had lessons. I had growth. This is how you turn grammar into life. And slowly, without even realizing it, your English starts becoming natural. So, remember, don't chase perfection. Practice daily. Speak small sentences, repeat them, feel them, and one day you will look back and realize you don't struggle anymore. You speak, you express, you connect, and that is the true purpose of learning English.